Alright guys, we're back at you here. It's Tuesday for us here in the shop. So by the time you see this video, it's probably Thursday, Friday, by the time we get it up. But anyway, we're working on Dean's frame. There it is, that's all painted up. You guys never did get to see it all painted up. What a nightmare of a frame that was to do with that big bloody X member in there. So we're slowly assembling it. As you can see, I got the rear end lifted in place there. Haven't got it exactly set quite in place, as you can tell over there. I haven't got it sitting on the, haven't got the lowering block underneath it yet or anything. But at least I got it sitting on the new leaf springs. They're brand new leaf springs. Rear end's all completely rebuilt with a posi in it. Frame's all painted up. All of the control arms, everything are new. Bushings are new. Center link's new. Tie rods are new. You name it, it's new. If you're wondering what I'm talking to, this is Dean's Pontiac, the 55, just in case some of you guys are getting confused here. He bought the aftermarket CPP steering box. It allows for power steering, goes in the factory place. Bolts right in there, seems to fit very nice. I'm very happy with that, went in place beautiful. So on Dean's, we just went with a nice satin black look on the frame. Everything pretty much satin black. It's going to look good. Well, you tell me, do you think it's going to look good? I think the frame's looking good so far. So we're plugging away on that. We're plugging away there, trying to get that done today. Now what else rolled in is here, we got another one that rolled in today, 41 Plymouth Coupe. I love these cars. Now most people are a Ford man, but you know what? 40 Fords and 41 Fords, I'm not knocking them. I like them too, but they're just everywhere. I like the Plymouth Coupe a little better. It's a little different to me. But like I say, don't get me wrong, I love 40 Fords and 41s, but if I had to choose, I'd choose a Plymouth. Just because I just love certain things that Plymouth did. Like if you look down there on the front fenders, look at that beautiful, how they put that beautiful ribbed lines in there. And what they did when they were doing it, now this car is missing the running boards, but what they did when they built them was they continued it back in there on the back ones. Which, you know, I like stuff like that. I like all that Art Deco kind of stuff too. You know, I like the way the B pillar is factory slanted. Just, these are gorgeous cars. Now this of course is an after, you know, someone's gotten in here and changed it. They've clipped it and it's got a modern tilt column and some modern seats and all that kind of good stuff going on. But anyway, you know, they brought it into us, and what's going on here is just a gas filler. The gas filler, the back of it is kind of rubbing up near the tire there. So we got to fix that. We got to reroute that and fix that up for him. So this is just a fun little driver is what this car is. So that's our latest little project. That won't take long. That's not like it's here for days on end. This is just, you know, comes in one day, will be gone the next day. Small jobs like this when they come in, regardless of how busy I am, I like to bang these ones out pretty quick and get them done and get them over with. Just for the fact that, you know, if it's a smaller job, why not just get on it, get it over with, and get it out of your way. And of course then we got our jet skis over here. You remember I showed you those in the last video. I mean, I can't show you up underneath where the crack was. It's too hard to film it. But I can show you over here on the back where Dave did. If you remember back in here, it had that great big hole. Well, there you go. So you can sort of see we got all that fixed up. So it's just a matter of getting these jet skis, all the rubber moldings and stuff put back on, and they're good to go. And the guy tells me he's got another 2 on the way. Now here's Darren. Now you can see the VW, our little 66 van is right there. It's running, it's driving. Now we got to just check it all out. Haven't had a chance today, but we got to check it all out, make sure it's going to go through inspection. But at least the electrical is done, it's finished, it's running. We rebuilt the carburetor, seems to be running okay. So it's a little shaky, but you know, it has been off the road for 4.5 years, so we got to let it warm up a little more. We didn't really play with it too much today. Let it warm up and just make sure everything seems okay and recheck everything. But that one's kind of at least mobile again. Now look at this, 68 International. You don't see these trucks too often. 4x4. Now take a look at that, guys. You see all that? What do you think of all that rust he's got going on there? You know, it's got some rust going on. Kind of cool. You know, if you like that rusty kind of look, that's kind of cool. Except, there's only one thing. If you look carefully here, this rust is fake patina. Now this guy, his name is Mark, he just brought this into me. He took it out, he had it at a body shop. It's a good American truck. It came up from the United States, good southern truck. was solid as a rock, but he wanted to go for that patina washed out look. So he had the whole truck repainted. Then he had someone come along with an airbrush and do the patina look on it. So, you know, he's got all the... Here, I'll zoom in there so you can get a real good look at how they've done it. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the fake patina. You know, I'm just not. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's to me, it's just all about the real deal. But still, you know what? He did a pretty cool job here. He kind of did it in all the right spots. It looks. I mean, when you're standing back a good 20 feet, and you don't. I mean, to the average car guy, they would think it's rust all day long. To guys like us who are watching a YouTube channel, when you're standing back 20 feet and you're not paying attention, it does look like it's actual. It is actually the rust on it. But as soon as you walk up to it, you can tell right away. When you look at it, you can tell, well, it's not. But you know what? That's kind of cool, though. Mark here says he's had lots of fancy cars. He says, I've had cars worth 100 grand and more that I've spent money into. And he said, you know what? He goes, they're just no fun. He said, he goes, I was afraid to take him out because of the money I spent on the paint job and the bodywork. I was afraid to drive him here and drive him there. And he goes, you're always paranoid about that. He goes, in this truck, he goes, I went the opposite way. He goes, obviously I gave it a paint job. He goes, and I put some fake patina on it. He goes, but it's a truck and I have fun with it and I just enjoy it. And he says he doesn't worry about it at all, and he loves that kind of look. So what it came into us for is it basically came into us because he took it to a body shop. They got in there and they kind of fucked around with it, took it apart here and there, and then they went and hooked the wiring back up, and well, nothing works. You know, when you turn the headlights on, they're on high beam, but when you hit the high beam switch, they go on low beam. And you got one brake light, you got no signals, and the radio don't work no more for some reason, and just all sorts of shit's going on with the wiring. So he brought it to us. He said, hey, can you straighten the wiring up, just go through it and fix it. So this truck is a pretty cool truck for out here in Chilliwack. I mean, look at this here. We even got a gun rack. See that? Don't fuck with us out here in Chilliwack. We got gun racks in our truck. That's right. Don't have no guns up there, but we got a gun rack, so don't fuck with us. We're halfway there. Anyway, that's what's going on with this old girl. It's a 68 International. So Darren's plugging away. This, just getting her all white. Now he's even got a winch on the front. He's got a good winch on the front there. Looks like he's taken the bumpers and had them sort of, almost looks like it's rhino lighting or something in there. Darren, when he does everything, you see, we got the headlights out of it. When Darren does wiring, not that we're redoing the wiring in this truck, we're just fixing what's wrong. Darren still takes all the lights apart. He cleans all the sockets. He goes through all of it. Even if you say it's working when you bring it in, he takes them apart anyway because there's always a good chance, all of a sudden it leaves here and now the light doesn't work. And he just likes to make sure the sockets are good and clean. This gentleman's also got a winch on the back too. So I guess he's making sure if he can get stuck forward or backwards, he can pull himself out. Or he can pull you guys out. But that's, you know what, these trucks, I have to admit, because I'm an honest guy, and you guys know I tell it like it is. When I was growing up, I saw a few of these trucks roaming around, and I couldn't fucking stand them. I was like, oh my God, who would even design or make something like that? What an ugly looking truck. Ugh. But you know what? I love these trucks now. I love them. It's so strange. As you grow up and you get older, you learn to start appreciating different stuff. And I just think this truck is awesome. I would love to have this truck. I'd cruise around in this truck all day long. This is just incredible to me. Look at that. Even the door just closes beautiful. So Mark, you got a beautiful truck. It's looking good. You got the fake patina going on. That's okay. It's what you wanted, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters is what you want. Remember that, people. It's all about what you want. Don't give a shit about what anybody else says. That includes myself. Don't even worry about what I say. It doesn't matter. It's all about you. That's what you have to learn in life. Now, we'll go around here, and you can see we're also working on Colby's frame. So I think last time we saw it, we had the control arms in there, which are still in there. Doesn't look like they went missing overnight or anything. Just joshing you, Colby. I got the diff all mounted in place now. Got the differential all in there. Got the hangers in, coil springs obviously. Got the new shocks on the back. So we are working away on Colby's. So that's what's going on there. And that's about it. So there we go. One last look at the little Plymouth Coupe. We're busy here. And get ourselves out of the sun. Fuck, is it hot these days out here. Okay guys, thank you again for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And that's all I got to say today. It's 5:30. I've been out here since 7:30 and I got another hour to go. So anyway, remember, it's always a good time at Old Time. Big thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Tell all your friends. And we're going to be getting some new merchandise on the go. Our website is also changed. Not changed, but we're putting up our pictures of the signage done by Bones that I mentioned last video. The signage is going up, some of the pictures. So if you're in my neighborhood and you're looking for signage, like old school brush painted signs on your cars, logos, any of that kind of shit, give me a call and we'll take it from there. And that's it. And I'm going to be bringing up some new t-shirts that are going to be coming out. We're going to have a couple different styles of t-shirts. They could be around a month away, but we're going to have a couple different styles of shirts coming up too. Okay guys, again, thank you, and you guys have a good night. See you later.